Djokovic, Alcaraz. They're playing later on today, and I believe it's a match for the ages. The reason is Djokovic, who, in my opinion, based on record, is clearly the greatest player of all time in the men's. He's dwarfs Federer and Nadal in number of weeks. At number one, I think he's 389 weeks, and Federer is somewhere around 230 something, and Nadal is even less than that at 209 weeks. He has matched Nadal in number of Grand Slams, even though he has been held out of multiple Grand Slams due to the controversy regarding vaccination. And he has won the most ATP 1000s. He has the highest average winning percentage against top 10 players. He has, I believe, a winning percentage against Federer and Nadal. Most top players will tell you straight up that based on record, Djokovic is the greatest player of all time. Back to the match. However, Djokovic is not in his prime. He has been very shrewd in refining and adjusting his game. It's one of the reasons I have such great respect for him, because he has continued to grow and refine his game in a way that he's able to maximize the skills that he has. I believe he's a half a step slower than he used to be. I don't think he's as resilient physically as he used to be, and quite frankly, he even acknowledges that. Now enter in Alcaraz, who is the future dominant player of the ATP Tour, will probably win multiple Grand Slam titles and go down as one of the all-time greats if he stays healthy. He is faster and stronger conditioning-wise than Djokovic. He is more powerful with his shots than Djokovic. In fact, Alcaraz, in my view, could be the best tennis-specific athlete that has ever played the game. Quicker, stronger, faster, more powerful, better conditioned than any player before that I have seen, and he is 20 years old. It's remarkable. I find it dumbfounding how he has been able to achieve that, but I give him credit and I give his team credit because he is the most complete tennis player / athlete I have ever seen, certainly at 20 years old. His game isn't the most complete. I would give that nod to Djokovic or, in fact, Federer, but he is phenomenal. Now, they're playing today in the semifinals, and I wish I had made this recording the day before and posted it yesterday. It's a very similar match for Djokovic to what he faced at the U.S. Open, where he was competing to try to win the Grand Slam. He not only had the challenge of beating his opponents, but he's trying to create history, and there was so much hype and expectation. I believe it got to him a little bit. That combined with the fact that I felt he shouldn't have played the Olympics a few weeks earlier, which was exhausting for him. And ultimately, he ran out of gas physically, mentally, emotionally, and he lost to Medvedev. Here's a situation where Djokovic is still great, but I believe he's not quite as good as he used to be. And he's going to have to find a way to beat this young, upcoming all-time great when he is dealing with somebody who possesses more power than he has, who moves better than he does, and is just athletically phenomenal. If he is able to accomplish this today, I would consider this his greatest win ever. If he can beat Alcaraz in 3 to 5 sets at this stage of his career, then I just think that's a phenomenal effort. For me, the way he's going to do that is to be amazingly strong mentally, which he's capable of. And if he is relentless and strong and plays Djokovic tennis where he's returning incredible, stay solid, he's going to have to shorten points, be a little bit more aggressive, I think, than he normally is, because unlike many other players, Alcaraz can literally hit him off the court if he allows Alcaraz to have time and just stays in the rally. So I think Djokovic is going to try to be a little more aggressive, trying to take control of the points, push Alcaraz around, and come forward and finish at the net. So I would look for Djokovic to come in a significant amount. If he gets into these long rallies and he's going to get pushed back, and then Alcaraz is going to kill him with the drop shot. Conversely, if Djokovic serves well, gets out in front, takes the first ball early, and moves Alcaraz around and sets himself up for a powerful approach shot and stays strong mentally, I think he's got a shot. The longer the match goes on, the better it is for Alcaraz. The flip side is Alcaraz has got to play the way he normally plays. Solid, relentlessly, high percentage, yet aggressive. If Alcaraz tries to overhit or gets passive, one or the other, Djokovic is so smart and so experienced, he will take advantage of it. I personally would love to see Djokovic win. I believe he is clearly the greatest player of all time. I have great respect for how he has grown as a player and actually morphed as a player. He is an example for men and women on the tour to look at a relentless pursuit of improvement. So to me, hats off to him. And Alcaraz is an exciting young player that it's going to be really tremendous to see how he evolves and how much he can, in fact, dominate the game. This is a special match. I think it's going to be Alcaraz. And I believe it'd probably be Alcaraz at 4 sets. This is one of those times where I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's Djokovic for kind of sentimental reasons. And I also believe that Alcaraz is going to win multiple French and many of the other Grand Slams. Nick Saviano, all the best.